What was the worst day of your life? The worst day of my life happened during my sophomore year when I failed my driver's test in the most humiliating way possible. I had been practicing for weeks and my whole family kept telling me I was a natural. I felt confident right up until the moment the instructor got in the car and said he would be judging my awareness very closely. For some reason, that sentence alone made my brain short-circuit. 5 minutes into the test, I pulled up to a four-way stop. I looked left, looked right, felt good about my choice, and confidently rolled forward. The instructor gasped so loud I almost swerved. A giant delivery truck blasted its horn and stopped inches from my bumper. I had accidentally pulled out when it was absolutely not my turn. The instructor wrote something on his clipboard as dramatically as possible, while shaking his head like he was watching a nature documentary about extinction. I was already mortified, but it got worse. When we parked at the DMV, I reached for the gear shift, missed completely, and accidentally turned on the windshield wipers at full speed. It was not raining. The instructor finally said the words I was dreading. That is an automatic fail. When I walked out, my mom was waiting with her phone ready to take a picture of my new license. I had to tell her there would be no picture. She tried to comfort me, but I was too embarrassed to talk. I went home and spent the rest of the day replaying the truck horn in my head. I felt like I would never drive again. Later that evening, my uncle called. He failed his test twice when he was younger and told me the most important thing I could do was drive the next day instead of letting fear take over. So he picked me up before school and made me drive the whole way. I was shaky at first, but by the end of the trip, I felt like a normal person again, instead of a walking disaster. 2 weeks later, I retook the test and passed with 0 mistakes. The instructor even said I was one of the calmest drivers he had that day. I overcame the worst day of my life by forcing myself not to hide from it. Sometimes the only way past something is to get back in the driver's seat, literally.